Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Wabihi nasta'in ala umuri dunya waddin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. First of all, let us thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has given us His mercies and blessings, so we all can gather here in good condition and happy situation. Salawat and salam may always be upon to our greatest Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu who has guided us from the darkness to the brightness. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope all of you are in good condition and happy situation. In this good occasion, I will try to introduce myself. My name is Alfi Hulwatun Nasichah. I am a student of English Department of IAIN Purwokerto. Thank you for joining today, and in this video, I'm looking forward to talking with you today about how to build better time management for study. Before I start this event, I will try to share one quote from great educators. Free time is the most expensive time you have because nobody pays for it but you. From these quotes, we can get a point that time is very important. If we want to use the time perfectly, we have to manage our time. It means manage time is very important. Then, in this section, I will show you my outline in this event. In this event, I have divided my outline into 3 parts. The first part is about the background, and then second is about the rule of time management in the learning process, and then the last is about the tips how to build better time management for study. For the answer and asking question, we'll be doing on the last event. Ladies and gentlemen, now we have been entering the first part of this event. So, let us discuss about the first material, that is about the background. Yeah, you have to know about the background. What do you think about time management? Do you agree that time management is very important for study? Yeah, I agree with you. In this buzzword, time management skills for students are increasingly very important. While you might be learning for a simpler era when time seems to move more slowly, the realities of participation in contemporary Western society requires young people to have skills in efficiency and also productivity. What is time management? Like our energy and money, time is a finite resource, and as such, it needs to be effectively managed. Time management is about planning and controlling the amount of time you spend on specific tasks. Ladies and gentlemen, after we know about time management, now we would like to discuss about the rule of time management for study. Sometimes we think, why are time management skills is important in learning process, right? Yeah, actually, effective time management allows students to complete more in less time because their attention is focused and they are not wasting the time on distraction, such as playing social media, for example. Efficient use of time also reduces stress as students think of items from their list. It can also provide a sense of achievement from fulfilling goals. Furthermore, by using the time efficiently, students can complete their work on time, stay engaged with their learning, and have more time free for pursuing activities that are important to them, such as sports, hobbies, youth group, and spending the time with friends and also family. Good time management allows students to make the most of their abilities and enjoy the satisfaction of accomplishment. It is also one of the most desirable skills for employment. Ladies and gentlemen, After knowing the rule of the time management, now we are going to discuss about the tips to make a better time management. And I will give you the tips how to build time management for study in your learning process. The first step is focused on your long-term goals. Set your sight on where you want to be and what you hope to accomplish by establishing specific and then measurable and also realistic goals. Prioritizing and scheduling the time to complete your immediate and short-term goals will lead you into the success of your long-term goals. So, the first steps you have to do is you have to focus on your long-term goals. And then, the second tip is write a to-do list to create a master schedule. A to-do list serves as a reminder of the important tasks that you need to prioritize. Tackle the most important tasks first, and then you have to post the list in a permanent place with easy access, such as on refrigerator, calendar, bulletin board, or on your electronic device. And then the third tip is prepare a term calendar at the start of each new term before you get heavily involved in your studies or other activities. Prepare a calendar that covers the entire term. Your term calendar can look like a regular monthly calendar, or it can employ a different format. Whichever format you choose, your term calendar should outline the following. The first is assignment with their due dates, and then tests with their dates, and then all school activities, and then all out of school and extracurricular activities. So you have to prepare your calendar. And then the fifth tip is prioritize your work constantly. Decide what important tasks to be done first. The use of a weekly planner can help remind you of your short-term goals, such as reviewing lectures and studying for exams. The planner can also help organize your non-academic tasks that you need to accomplish, so you can have a clear picture of what your day or week is going to be like. A yearly planner helps you plan your work over a semester and prepares you months ahead for important deadlines and also upcoming events. And then budget your time to make the most of it. Creating a weekly schedule will help you determine how much time you spend on your daily, weekly academic and non-academic activities, and how much extra time you have before adding any additional commitments. Include some time in your schedule for a relaxation to clear your mind. And then the fifth is start in the early day. You have to encourage yourself to work on assignment earlier in the day or right after school. You have to look at the agenda and master your schedule to find out what needs to be completed that night and get started early. Waiting to start until later in the evening means yourself have less energy and also time, leading to delayed bedtimes, unfinished assignment, and more stressful. And then the next important tip is find a dedicated study space and time. Sometimes some students will spend their first 12 minutes of their study time just looking for somewhere to study. A key to ongoing time management is to find a dedicated study space free from distraction, where you can concentrate. If you want to change up your study space, that's fine. Just make sure to find a study space that works and stick with it. And then the next is be realistic about the time you spend. Studying academic work takes a lot of time to do. Researching, and then taking notes, and then writing reports, and doing assignments. Put extra time into thinking, analyzing, and also understanding your work. But try not to be a perfectionist. Be realistic about the time that you have, about the time you will spend on each work. And then the next is work out your optimum study methods. Determine best time and also situation for your study and work efficiently. whether studying at home with music as a background or quietly in the library. Knowing your study preference will make you have an efficient and also effective time, and also you will be effective student, so you can have good time management. And then the 10th tips is solicit help when you need it. Let your family members know your study schedule and don't hesitate to seek help. If family members understand and then support your academic goals, tackling college life will be easier for you. And then the 11th tips is don't afraid to say no. Saying no is sometimes feel difficult to do. However, if you need to study for an exam or finish an assignment, you have to learn how to say no. Decline politely and be clear with your reason. Negotiate time when you are free to comply with the request or to socialize with your friends. And then the next tips is review your notes regularly. Review your notes before class to refresh your memory of the topics previously discussed that have been discussed. After the class, rewrite or make additional notes that you missed. Reviewing your notes will help you prepare for the next class and to think of a question you might ask for the clarification. And then the next tips is create the blocks of study time. Not only should you have a dedicated study space, you should have also dedicated study time blocks of time where you focus on your studies. Blocks around 40 to 50 minutes are ideal, but might be longer or shorter based on the subject and your ability. And of course, into your focus. It's okay to take study breaks during your blocks for a snack or just to get up and walk around, but make sure to return your studies. And then the last tips is create rewards. There is no doubt that celebrations are fun. Whether big or small, being able to positively reinforce the work you do will help you establish a routine and incentive to keep powering your through. You can choose rewards that you want, that are monetary, activity, or time-based. You want to just give yourself 15 minutes breaks to play with your dolls or study 45 minutes, and then when you heard the bus, play for 15 minutes as your reward after you study hard. So it will make you have a high motivation to build a better time management and do your time management as your routine. Ladies and gentlemen, so we have been in the last session, that is conclusion. Time management is about planning and controlling the amount of time you spend on specific tasks. Time management is very important because effective time management allows the student to complete their assignment on time. And also, it makes their attention is focused and they are not wasting their time on the distraction. The first steps to build better time management is focus on long-term goals, write a to-do list to create a master schedule, and then prepare a term calendar, prioritize your work constantly, budget your time, and then start early in the time. And then find a dedicated study space and time, and then be realistic about the time you spend studying, and then work out your optimum study method, and then solicit help when you need it, and don't be afraid to say no, and reviewing your notes and create blocks of your study, and then the last is create rewards for yourself. So after knowing and discuss about all of that, let us try to build our time management perfectly. And in this modern era, you also can build your time management, use the app in the Google Play Store. So, let's try to build our time management for study constantly to be success people in the future. Because using time properly and wisely is the key to be a success people in the future. I'm so sorry for all my mistakes. I hope it will be useful for us. Thank you very much for your attention. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamu'alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.